Hey Gemini, thank you so much for stopping by your weekly love reading. This love reading is for July 1st through July 7th. This should resonate for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Those of you that are cross-watching, welcome, welcome. This can be your situation or your partner's. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to receive alerts for when I post my readings. Plus, I love reading your comments and seeing, what the hell is really going on for us Geminis? Because sometimes I feel like, I'm the only hot mess out here. And then I realize, as gems, we like to stick together. So totally here for that. Also too, Mercury is in its shadow phases, so it definitely fucks with us more than other people. And my website is back up and rolling. So if you'd like to book a personal reading, you always can do so by checking it out. AAFtarot.com or by clicking on the link in the description below. Also too, I want to know, do you guys like this new spread I'm doing? I'm doing a couple spread and a single spread. Please let me know if this is what you're looking for. Is this what you like? And, feedback is definitely necessary unless it's like, oh, I don't like your cards. They're too graphic. I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, I don't like your mama. How about that? I don't know. I'm petty. Okay. Anyways, Gemini, I feel like you guys get me on that. It's like, give me constructive criticism. Don't just, hate the player, hate the game. All right, let's go ahead and hop into it. I'm going to do couples first. Couples, Gemini couples. Geminis that are in current relationships. Who is their partner? Who are they dealing with? Ooh, that just shot the hell out. King of Pentacles. Ew. Some of you guys are married or dealing with a Taurus, Leo, or you also can be dealing with a Capricorn or Virgo, but I feel like Capricorn and Virgo, those are secondary. So Capricorn, Virgo, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and Leo is coming in strongly as well. What is the current situation between Gemini and their partner? Okay, the Hierophant. So again, I do feel like there is something definitely manifesting here. There's definitely something that's coming to a head, especially with the Hierophant here. I feel like a lot of Geminis are being given a download of information, and that's kind of what the Hierophant represents to me. So I just want to say that. Okay, what's currently blocking Gemini couples and their partner? What's the block or the external influence for Gemini? The block for external influence for Gemini. Okay, the Ace of Cups. Interesting, very interesting. All right, how does Gemini want to move forward with their partner? How does Gemini couples want to move forward with their partner? Okay, the Sun, there's Leo again. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with Leos. Leos are like, yes, you see the Sun there. You already know what's good. I do, I see it. And what's the best potential outcome here this week, 1st through the 7th of July for Gemini and their partner? What's the best potential outcome for Gemini and their partner? Woo! Princess of Pentacles. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Some of you may be dealing with somebody that has a moon in Libra or a Venus in Aries. I feel like this week, I'm going to keep it 100, all the way 100, because that's what I like to do. I feel like your partner is in very deep thought right now, and you may be too, about what's that next move? What's that next step? And it's also taking an approach, but taking more so of a leadership role, like taking everything in and really figuring out like, okay, what can I offer them to really solidify this position? Also too, I just want to throw this out there. Your partner is somebody who needs a level of harmony. Okay. They like to take things into consideration. They're diplomatic. They may be in politics, possibly. They're warm, they're peaceful, they're sensitive. They're too dependent at times, and they can manipulate situations. And I think what bothers you, Gemini, is sometimes they're passive aggressive. Now, cross watchers, don't get upset because these are the negative qualities. I'm just throwing them out there because we all have things we need to work on. Also, too, this person definitely bends over backwards to keep the relationship running. And they do offer like a level of emotional security. So like Gemini, if you get upset, they don't like to see you upset. And it's almost like they may give you time to like settle down. They may not vocalize to you, okay, Jem, like what the fuck? Let's talk about it in the time that you want to talk about it. However, you know, this person doesn't like to upset you, and they don't like you upset in any sense. It kind of scares them for, you know, I don't know, whatever the reasoning may be. But, you know, I do feel like your partner definitely helps you value yourself. This is somebody who enhances your self-esteem, also your image, and they really allow you to see everything that you have to offer. Now, okay, the King of Pentacles being here as your partner. Obviously, this is a boss. Obviously, this is a CEO. This is somebody that you respect, right? This is somebody that is highly respected by you. They possibly can be a teacher. They possibly may have an amount of wealth. This person is very stable, right? When it comes to work, money, health, and home. And they're very ambitious. They're very creative. They have a high drive here with, you know, achieving things. Persistent, stubborn, ambitious. I think I already said that. Very passionate. And this person is definitely, it's funny. It's like they mix between like, I know that the King of Pentacles is definitely like a fixed sign. However, they do have that cardinal energy as well, where they can start and stop. They can start something, but then they also have the ability to carry the routine. And there is a level of loyalty here that this person has. Can you give me more information about Gemini's person or Gemini's partner, please? Okay, Hangman, possibly dealing with a Pisces or a Aquarius. You know, I think that this person definitely has something that needs to be sacrificed. What needs to be sacrificed here? What is Gemini's person of interest, or what does Gemini's partner need to sacrifice? Here's the thing too. I want to say this because this is what's coming in as well. They're stuck on a situation. They're hung up right now, and I feel like there's a lot going around them where they feel like their feet are to the fire. They feel like, shit, I need to, you know, jump, you know, fight or flight type of thing. And I feel like this person is really taking the time to figure everything out, and they're trying to change the situation, but they're trying to change it within themselves. So if you and this person have gotten into any type of argument over seeing each other, over conversations, if you guys are at a distance, if you're not having sex, you may have gotten in an argument over sex. It's like this person is in heavy thought about it. But what does Gemini's partner need to sacrifice here with the Hangman? What does Gemini's partner need to sacrifice? The Six of Wands. You know, I definitely feel like it's an ego thing. I think that your partner really does hide how much they care about you. And I feel like for them, they're more so focused on themselves and what they look like to the public. Okay, Six of Wands, that's Jupiter in Leo. You know, how am I coming across? This is growth on an individual level, but this is growth also. This is like being praised, right? There's a level of ego here. It's like they won the Five of Wands, they won the battle, but little do they know, they're over here, you know, boasting around, but then they're about to hit the Seven of Wands right after. Okay, so it's almost a level of arrogance, but it's a false sense of arrogance. So I feel like what they need to sacrifice, and I'm getting the chills as I'm telling you this, they have to sacrifice that ego and that self-loathing nature. I do feel that strongly, Gemini, because whatever's happening here, it's just, it needs to be cut. Because there is going to be a tower moment where you say something to the extent of, hey, this needs to stop. Like, you know, that will end up coming eventually for those of you that are currently together. What does Gemini like about this person romantically? Okay, the Sun. I mean, I definitely feel like you and this person are meant to be together. This person makes you happy. This person, you know, fulfills you sexually, even though maybe right now you're not having sex. You're very much drawn to them. You know, it's like you're fixated, but you know, like if you focus too long, you get hurt. It's like, it's interesting. It's one of those things where, you know, it's like, think about it. You stare at the sun, but you can't look for too long because it's too bright, right? What is Gemini? Also, too, Queen of Wands popped out, possibly an Aries or a Cancer, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, Cancer Venus. I think that, again, like I said, I think you like the fact that this person is in the limelight. Okay, this person is highly intelligent. This person takes action, takes initiative. They're very, you know, enthusiastic. I think you find them highly attractive. And it's not only their physical that's attractive, but it's also their mental as well. However, I do think you don't like how passive they can be at times, you know? And as I said, that the Knight of Wands just flew out. So Sagittarius, or some of you are dealing with another Gemini. What does Gemini not like about their partner? Wow, that just popped the hell out. The Ace of Swords. You may feel like how you and this person communicate is differently. And maybe there's something that needs to be said, or there's a truth that needs to be revealed here. And again, Four of Pentacles can be pertaining to money. It can be pertaining to like, hey, I'm tired of things being hot and cold here. Like, what exactly is this? You know, that's coming across. That's also Capricorn. Maybe you feel like, again, this person sees things very black and white, and they're not necessarily ready to step out of, you know, what exactly that means, right? Some things that they hold to themselves. And with that Ace of Wands, it's like there's a lot that they're not expressing to you. There's a lot that they're not telling you about what they're going through. And I really do feel like that is the issue. Because for you, communication is key. And a level of communication is needed in order to have that forward progression, right? Now, the current situation, we do have the Hierophant. So can you give me more information here? You may be with the All Gifted. Okay. This is beautiful. This can be the fact that you're ready to take things to the next level. You know, marriage can be at play, giving yourself to somebody, having a child. How does Gemini feel about the current situation? Eight of Wands, you know, having a level of communication with this person. I think that that's key. I do feel like Gemini, you may have met this person online and they may have approached you in a business sense, like, hey, I have this idea and I want to know if you know what you think of it. They could have approached you in that sense. You could have met them at, you know, school or church or something of that nature. You know, I do feel like this person may be religious, and maybe that is the issue, where their religious background is coming into play, especially if you are from a different religion than this person. More information. What needs to be, what is Gemini with the Eight of Wands? What's being said here? What's coming in? What's being said? The Ten of Pentacles. You see, this really has to do with locking down or solidifying your situation with them. It's really sitting there saying, hey, you know, I'm really fucking tired of going back and forth here, okay, with your self-growth. It's time to grow as a couple. It's time to start investing and having a positive outlook that we have, you know, a ton of abundance together. And I feel like that's also making it very, very clear. And I feel like this person isn't necessarily expecting that from you, but it's also making your intentions completely clear with what you want. And I feel like that's the situation, is you're ready to take that next step. And the fact that this is a couples reading, so it's like, I'm tired of just dating, or I'm just tired of whatever. I want to take that next step. And how I define couples is, if you're talking to one person, that's your person. Even if it's not necessarily written down like we are together, right? You know what I mean? This is a situation. No, like for me, being single is like, you don't know who the hell's coming in. Maybe you talk to multiple people, but this person, this is your main person. That's how I feel strongly. How does Gemini's partner feel about the current situation? Okay, the Nine of Cups. See, here's the crazy thing. Now we have the two nines. They know that this is going in the direction regardless. This is an inevitable direction. Two nines, it's like, no shit. Where is it leading? And this is Pisces again. It's leading to a level of abundance and a level of emotion between the two of you. And it's everything that you and your person have wanted and more. I also feel like you guys are highly drawn to each other. Like your partner knows, like, they're very fixated on you right now. Why? With the Devil possibly dealing with the Capricorn and the Fool. I feel like right now, for whatever reason, Gemini, your partner is more willing to take that leap of faith you know, as much as you are right now. Even if they're not necessarily having that conversation, it's like that idea excites them. Four of Wands, that's Jupiter in Libra with the Ace of Pentacles. That idea of having some type of solid foundation, having some type of solid whatever with you makes them happy. 10 of Cups with the Empress, okay? Starting a family. If you're not in that age range where you are either past it or still kind of like too young, or you're like, no, hell no, I do not want kids, okay, then this is growing with you. This is being with you, Libra or Taurus. This is being with you on a very serious level where you guys are investing in one another and you guys are growing together as a group or as a family, regardless if this is a child or not. This is about growing together. Now, for the block or the current situation, or we already did the current situation, sorry. You guys know this is a new spread for me, so be patient. I'm trying to get your girl's trying to get her notes, just so that I can make sure I'm asking the right damn questions. What's blocking you is the Ace of Cups. Why is this the block? With the Emperor. You know why? Because your partner, I'm going to be honest, if they're an Aries, they have to make that decision. They have to pull the trigger. They have to show a softer side of themselves. Why is that the block? Because of the Seven of Wands. They're fighting their ego. That's what it has to do with. This situation, Gemini, between you and your person, it has to do with a level of ego. Seven of Wands, that's definitely Mars in Leo, which is crazy because Mars just went in Leo today, I think, or tomorrow. And that's really about, you know, standing up for yourself and fighting for what's right. However, I do think this is fighting a level of ego with, you know, that your person has. That's what's blocking it. What's blocking is the Ace of Cups. It's them extending that olive branch, that it's them making themselves vulnerable. Especially if they're the Emperor, you have to understand the Emperor don't play. Like, the Emperor has a lot to lose, right? They're in a leadership position, government job, CEO, maybe a male person, you know, a male-dominated field, right? The Emperor has a lot to offer, and I think that they're always in control except when it comes to their emotions. How does Gemini feel about this? Strength card. You see, it's like you want them to have the strength to wrestle with themselves, right? You want them to have the strength to say, hey, enough is enough. I'm going to love this person. Look, Two of Swords reversed, okay? That's also, you know, being very honest and having one decision to make. No longer going back and forth on, remember I said, they're going back and forth right now with what they want to do. Moon in Libra. You know, this person is not, you want them to make a choice. There's only one choice here. The choice is they either communicate or else you're going to block them, you're going to go hermit, and then they're going to be upset because you don't want to talk to them. Because for you, it's like, nope, it's time to ante up. It's time to express yourself in an emotional sense. How does Gemini want to move forward with this person? It's the Sun. Hello, the Sun's here multiple times. I mean, you know, you can't make that shit up. The Sun keeps coming up. So a lot of you definitely, you know, in my personal opinion, are dealing with a Leo. And you have to remember, your partner is very loyal and they're very prideful, right? But sometimes, you know, it may be a strain between you and them. So just kind of keep that in mind. And remember, this person with leadership, you know, that's important, okay? And also, too, this person has a lot of networking, a lot of connections that they're working with. So they have a lot going on. A lot is swirling around them. More information on how Gemini wants to move forward with their person of interest. Romantically, Three of Pentacles, that's Mars in Capricorn. It's like for you, Gemini, you're like, no, I just want to sit down and I want to work out the kinks. I want to know exactly what this is, where the hell it's going. You know, I want to, and again, Saturn in Leo, I want to fight for what's mine. And I feel like Gemini right now, we're not taking a step back. And I'll tell you why. Here's the Magician with the Tower. It's like, okay, Well, you know what? Because things aren't moving or things are stuck in a certain area, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a level of action, okay? Princess of Wands with the Four of Wands. There's Aries again. And again, what happens here is you trigger this Tower moment. You're the one that triggers it. That's what you want. You want a moment where this person realizes, okay, Gemini is worth fighting for. You know, we're no longer stuck. I don't want to live without them. How would their partner feel about this? Look, Queen of Cups. There's Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. That's definitely Cancer. They feel like you're being loving and caring. They feel like it's from a very nurturing and stable, you know, energy. It's also the Ace of Cups. It's Gemini, you taking it out of their hands and you forcing the issue. Okay? And I think that that's beautiful. I really do. And I can honestly say to you today, now that I'm sitting here looking at this, I did something that was very unexpected today, and I had a Tower moment, but it wasn't a Tower moment in the bad way. I just said, okay, I want something. I'm tired of waiting for it. Well, fuck it. I'm just going to up and I'm going to do what I need to do. And that's exactly what happened. So for your outcome, you do have the Princess of Pentacles, okay, which obviously something new is starting. There's a new beginning opening up. There's something going on here. If you want to know more about that, plus how does your partner feel about you romantically? What are they hiding? What are their intentions long term? Their next actions, advice, and the outcome, please feel free to click on the link in the comment section. That will take you right to Vimeo. And in Vimeo, you know, we go over everything, okay? Those of you that are singles, hello, your reading is up next, so I'm going to hop right into that. Give me a sec. Let me collect these cards. Singles, I'm going to be honest, you guys are about to get the Freak Nasty cards because I feel like the singles need it. We need the level of Freak Nasty. Okay, so singles. All right. Geminis that are single, who's coming in for Gemini singles the 1st through the 7th? Romantically for Geminis that are single, who's coming in for them? Gemini singles. Okay, Page of Swords. You may meet somebody online or have some type of communication with somebody. It may be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. It can even be any of the earth signs, which I know you guys are like, well, that's half the goddamn people. Well, you know, we're Gemini. We like to talk to everybody, okay? Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. How does Gemini feel about this person romantically? Okay, 5 of Cups. This could be somebody that has rejected you, or maybe somebody that you've gone back and forth with. This also may be somebody, Gemini, that there's a level of guilt with, or somebody that you're missing or you're wanting to come back. Is there anyone, is Gemini's person of interest, are they dealing with anyone else? Is Gemini's person of interest dealing with anyone else romantically? The Star card, possibly an Aquarius, or this can be the fact, like, I look at the Star card as completely single, so I do want to throw that out there. We'll clarify it. And what is the current situation with Gemini and the person that they're interested in? The Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Hopefully you guys can see that. And what's the best potential outcome here for Gemini and this person romantically? 1st through the 7th of July, Gemini singles and their romantic interest. What's the best potential outcome here for Gemini and this person this week? One card, please. Okay, the Chariot. Beautiful. Cancer. Okay, so you also may be dealing with a Scorpio or a Leo. Top of the deck is Judgment. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. This may be somebody that's coming back around. I think I already said that to you. I'm going to be honest. You know, I feel like this person is very successful. They vibrate at a very, you know, a material level, okay? Like a very material, strong vibration. They're ambitious. They're business-minded. They're practical. They have a sense of leading, okay? They're successful, they're courageous, they're accomplished. Also, too, this person can be tense or narrow-minded at times and a little bit forceful with what they want. There is a level of commitment that comes with responsibility, and I do feel like this person takes it very, very seriously, and they treat relationships kind of like business deals where they are like, okay, what can I offer them? Can I offer them security and stability right now? Yes or no? If they can't, then they will not be in a relationship with you. Okay, I want to throw that out there. Also, too, this person may be a loner where they're okay standing alone. They're independent, they're creative, they're original. Again, they may be the person who usually takes the lead with love and that they're willing to experience lots of excitement. But I feel like when it comes to you, for some reason, you make them a little bit nervous. Can you give me more information on this Page of Swords? I feel like there's just communication right now. I don't necessarily know if you're physically seeing this person, but there is a level of communication that's going back and forth. Page of Wands, okay? There's the fire signs. You know, you can be arranging the communication between you and this person, but I feel like it's something very brand new. I feel like you're very attracted to this person. You may have met them at the gym or something. And it can be a Virgo because it's the Hermit. Maybe you've not talked to this person for a while, but you and this person are seeing each other and you're like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm going to think about it. It also may be too, Gemini, the fact that you're hung up on somebody. You're hung up on somebody from the past. So, you know, you're coming across more so of that Hermit energy where, you know, your partner is kind of like, you know, they're more shy, they're more quiet, they're not openly expressing themselves to you. And it's not because they don't like you, but it's because they're thinking. They're thinking about, okay, what does this mean? What does this look like? Give me more information here on Gemini singles person of interest. Okay, Knight of Fire, possibly a Sagittarius or another Gemini. You know, they can be very quick. You're very attracted to them. You know, they can be somebody who's on the road a lot. Eight of Fire, you know, where there is a lot of communication that goes back and forth between you and them. I do feel like this person pleases you in the mental sense as well as for some of you in the physical sense. But I do feel like there's a lot of conversations around sex. And I feel like for you, it's very stimulating. However, it's something that, you know, you're going to share with this person, High Priestess, possibly a Taurus or a Cancer. You know, it's like you're exposing yourself to them or they feel like they're exposing themselves to you little by little. And I don't think that they tend to take the time to do that. You also may be dealing with a Leo as well because the sun is here. Let's see. Sorry, I got cards all over. Trying to make sure I'm grabbing the right deck. Now, how do you feel about them? It's a Five of Cups. Why? Why does Gemini feel like the Five of Cups towards this person? Because of the Queen of Swords, possibly a Libra or a Cancer. You know, it can be the fact that, like, you miss them. And I think this person provides a level of balance or a level of harmony, you know, and I think that for you, it probably warms your heart, you know, being with them, and it's something that you fought off for a period of time, but now it's coming back around. And this can be somebody who hurt you because it's the Ten of Swords reversed. So, you know, you may be having open communication about the past. And maybe this person is having a conversation with, hey, you did A, B, C, D, and E, and that hurt me. And maybe they're not coming out immediately like that. However, what's being conveyed here by this person is somebody is hurt. And it can come across as mentioning the same thing over and over and over again, right? Like, hey, it bothered me when you said this, right? And they keep mentioning it and keep mentioning it to the point where you're like, well, what the fuck? You know, obviously there's an issue here because you keep bringing it up. But then the person will say, no, I'm just saying, right? And I feel like this person, you and this person struggle because as much as you both want to walk away, you can't because you feel very connected here. There's something definitely holding you here, Gemini. That's for sure, especially with this person. And if you don't know them, then it was a past life relationship. I am getting that as well. Let me ask the question before all these cards are flying out. You possibly are dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer, or a Aries, a Venus in Aries, because those cards that flew out. What does Gemini like about this person? Woo. Okay, the Mirror. I think you guys mirror each other. You know, I definitely think that, you know, and this is, I think this is Temperance, and I may be wrong, or the Wheel of Fortune. But I think that you and this person, believe it or not, like you guys are in the position to see what it's like to deal with you. You know what I mean? Like, I think you mirror each other. I think you both want the same thing, even if that's not necessarily being expressed. Empress, okay, the Empress is falling out. You know, a family. I think that you want things to expand with them. Taurus or also Libra is coming in. What does Gemini not like about them? You guys both want the same thing, even if that person is not expressing it. Three of Fire. You know, I think the fact that you're always waiting on them, like if you take a look at this card, like she's the one that's taking control of the situation. And this is Aries. That's very much an Aries move, right? Aries sun. Like one of my really great friends that's an Aries, you know, she's one of those people that just boom, 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 boom. Like she takes control completely. And there's times where, you know, I'm too busy in my head. And even today I ask myself, like, what would she do? What would she do in this situation? She would take action. She would take a level of action here. And I think for you, what you don't like is the fact that you're the one taking the action and it's not this person. Yeah, because this person is kind of over here with the Six of Pentacles, okay? And that's Taurus moon or moon in Taurus. That's really, you know, taking a approach where they're not necessarily exposing what they're doing. They're being stable, they're contributing, but it's like they're not taking a chance here. They're not overexposing themselves. They're still staying in character where they're looking very focused and they're still stuck in some level of routine, which I feel like for us becomes boring. It's like, no, you need to change something. Something needs to change. Something has to give. All right. Is there anyone else? It's the Star card. How would Gemini feel about this? Okay, they're like, gave me hella cards. They're like, Gemini has a lot to say today. Holy hell, Hannah. You know, it's interesting because it's the King of Wands. So Leo, Sag, or Aries, mostly Leo. Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a single card. Five of Wands. You know, I think that this person does want you, Gemini. I just think that they are too proud to express it. And I think that Five of Wands, you see how in this deck, it's just those two people. There's no other people in here, right? So that's why I think, like, they're more so, like, they come across as single because they're still trying to figure out things with you. So I 100% think that there's not other people here. And I do think that for us, we probably are sitting here thinking because they're not communicating, oh, they must be talking to somebody else. But I really don't think that there is. I don't think that they're necessarily involved with anyone. Why? Look, as I said it, the Two of Air, that's Libra, that's Moon in Libra, okay, with the Seven of Air. That's Moon in Aquarius. You know why? Because here's the thing. This person is thinking about how to make things right with you, right? So that's why there's not a lot of conversations with the other people here, especially the Seven of Moon in Aquarius. Like that's not an emotional connection, right? I mean, think about it. Like Aquarius is not an emotional sign, right? They're unpredictable. They have a level of change. They think about things in a different manner. And I feel like that's the reason that they're really trying to weigh out all the options and figure out if there's a way that they can have everything. I also think too, a lot of people do want them for sure, right? Because I mean, I do think that this person is highly sought after. However, they're not worried about them. They're worried about you, Gemini, and what you have to offer. Like, I don't see them fixated on somebody else. I'm going to be honest. And I would keep it 100 with you guys. And as I said that, look at the bottom of the deck. Okay? The goddamn magician with the Two of Swords. They're focused on you. They may have conversations with other people, but I don't think that they entertain them like they entertain you. I'm going to be honest. Okay, your current situation is the Ace of Cups. Can you give me more information here? With the Moon, okay? Pisces or Cancer, this person is hiding their emotions. Why? Why are they hiding it? Also, possible pregnancy. Why are they hiding their emotions from Gemini? Because they're the King of Pentacles. They have to come across as very stable, right? They have to come across as somebody who has their shit together. They have to come across as strong. They have to come across as the person that is in complete control, right? A lot of times, in multiple books you read, and I'm not saying I agree or disagree with it, but it said that you're not supposed to make decisions based on your emotions. You're supposed to leave your emotions out of it. So this person is trying to come across that way because I think that they feel like that's what makes them strong. Because you see here, we have the Hangman with the Page of Cups. Like, they're hung up on exactly making you some type of offer, and they know that they're making you wait. That's what I'm getting strongly. How does Gemini feel about the current situation with them and this person? The Eight of Pentacles. It's like, God damn it. You know what? And this is Virgo, Sun in Virgo. It's like, Gemini, like, you just want to figure out a way to make it work. Like, you're really in your head about how do we make this work practically, right? What do we need to change in order to have that forward movement from that 8 to that 9, right? What do we need to do? It's also taking a look at what's already been done and then figuring out a way to do something different, right? Exhausting all resources. And I feel like for you, it's also, taking a leap of faith. The Fool, Pisces or Aquarius, it's also taking a leap of faith in the sense of, you have to change something in order to push this forward because this person is trying to be too practical. They're being very stubborn in their way and too tough with how things are supposed to go, because for them, change comes by maintaining a certain level, right? Change comes by maintaining something. Change comes over time. It doesn't happen rapidly. Where for you, it's like, bump that. Oh, hell no. We're going to change this because you need the change. How does Gemini's person of interest romantically, how do they feel about the current situation? You see five of Wands reversed. That is, I think I said Mars in Saturn. And here's the funny thing. So upright, you see how he's being approached by two women, right? But it's reversed. So for me in this situation, your partner's already made up the decision that they want you, right? Because this is reversed, it goes to the 4. They understand that they want you. So that's not something that's even a thought for them. They're not willing to allow anyone else to have them, except, I'm going to be honest, they're still in their head about how much they need to expose to you. They're highly in their head about that. They're trying to approach this in a way where they're trying to remove their emotions. One more card. 8 of Air. Okay. I mean, that's Jupiter and Gemini. It's trying to figure out, like, they're very much in their head with, where does this go? What happens? What happens if I don't make the right decision with them? Are they going to block me? Are they going to leave me alone? Is this going to be a tower moment? Like, your person is very, very worried and thinking about where things go with you and how exactly they get to the point where it's no longer thoughts, but it's a level of action. Okay. And I also think that they are stuck in this 8 of Air or 8 of Swords, because, they may feel like you're going behind their back talking to other people, and now they're really in their head about, okay, What do I do to ensure that they don't go anywhere? As your outcome, you do have the Chariot. So this is beautiful. So this is forward movement to what? I don't know, but it is to a level of security or nurturing. This is definitely, you know, going towards a level of emotion, regardless if they want to or not. So if you want to know more about this, plus how does your partner feel about you romantically? What are their intentions with you? What are they hiding? Their next actions, advice, and then the outcome card. Please feel free to click on the link in the Vimeo, and that will take you straight to the extended. With that being said, Gemini, I love you so much, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing weekend, and happy 4th of July. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.